Hello and welcome back to Raven and Red Fox Tarot. If you're new here, welcome. I did not do any pre-shuffling today or I did a couple seconds of meditation just while I was, lighting things and doing my little prayer, which I do that. I just do so privately. Anyway, I heard no more lessons. So I don't know if this is you feeling like you don't want any more lessons, or it's really no more lessons, which would be hard to believe. But let's jump into it. I'm going to move this up a little bit because it's just... Okay. Where are we going to start? What energy are we working with? What energy are we working with? Collective. Fourth house, so things going on at home with the heart, family. But when I think fourth house, I think more early childhood family, not like early childhood family memories. I don't know. Tell me more about this energy. Sagittarius. And we've got Leo, fifth house, so heavy on the Leo, and ninth house, which is Sagittarius. And then we've got fire out here on the top, and then Pisces. Okay, why is my Jupiter card over here? You're in the wrong pile. You come over there. Okay, so we've got Sagittarius in the fourth house upside down. I'm feeling like those are things that you're kind of reminiscing on, like the with Sagittarius, like the adventures you've been on, and like the journey you've been on. Maybe adventure isn't the right word. The journey you've been on and the homes you've lived in. Ninth house is staying with that. I'm feeling restraining. Like fourth house, ninth house, it feels like a restriction. Sagittarius doesn't necessarily want to be in the house. But it does feel like you've been restricted some way. This feels like more energy you're moving into. With fire, fifth house, and Leo, you're moving into more fun for yourself, more childlike energy, but doing so in a passionate way, or maybe doing so with a lot of, I wanted to say effort, but it's more like you're very motivated, or there's just nothing that's going to stand in your way. Let's get some tarot on it. Tarot. Okay. Always. And she's beat. Okay, tell me about this fourth house Sagittarius, ninth house situation over here, Spirit. The star in reverse. I heard hidden light. Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. In the past, it seems like you were trying to defend some type of truth or the decisions. Maybe that's what it is. In the past, your decisions have been really heavily questioned for their logic and your validity in your answers. Maybe your truth has been questioned. Who you are has been questioned. You've had a lot of time... dark night of the soul, just sitting and I'm just feeling like you're kind of surrounded by people who don't tell the truth, and that's something that you were kind of asking yourself about, if you were the problem. Pondering, a lot of pondering on that. And it also kept you from making decisions that you wanted to make. Now, which way do you want to be? Remind myself, fourth house. Okay, yeah, so you are a person who left home because of untruths. Why do I want to say untruths? They're not even real. I don't know if they're lies, but like a white lies? I don't know what I'm getting with that. Well, no, they're lies, but it's like, could be truth to them, like negativity in some way. People, let's see. You just kind of realized with these people you could never win. That's what it was. Like, they were not happy with you no matter what. So you decided that going your own direction was just going to be a lot easier. And when you started that, hold on. Is this recent or past? Oh, it's like a reoccurring cycle over and over and over again. And because you were kind of blind to the King of Swords energy, this King of Swords energy in reverse, and not realizing, oh, this is something I heard earlier. How do I put it? It was like you have to know how to tell who is on your side and who isn't. And then I thought, well, that's something that you just cannot be taught verbally. Like, someone can't tell you that. That's a purely by experience knowledge of, especially if you've grown up around people that don't like you. Like, if you grew up around people that don't like you, of course they're going to tell you they love you occasionally when you're like really losing it. So you're going to mistake things often, and it seems like you kind of went on your own path here, but you did get looped back around several times. But it seems like you kept your karma clean because you weren't really aware of your surroundings. Like, you were listening to your guides, but you weren't really aware of who was around you and what that was. Yes, I have lemonade in a Pepsi bottle because I felt like it. Like, there was really an innocence to you that you didn't really know you were I want to say playing this game. Saw the Hermit in reverse. Okay. So you were naive to the fact that others were playing games with you, didn't particularly like you, and you moved away from this slowly. It looks like it did come back and back and back, but each time was a learned lesson kind of thing. That's what it's giving. Tell me about where we're going. Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Where you're going, sitting in your truth. Knowing the battles you've been through, the wisdom that you have, the light that you carry, the strength and the army you have behind you. You're no longer fighting to prove yourself, prove your truth, like putting that effort into exhausting yourself to maintain someone else's image of you that doesn't even like you. You're not putting effort into people, and definitely not putting efforts into pages. Let's see. I just saw a tower. Tell me more about this fifth house. The moon reversed. Yeah, again. You woke up to what you were surrounded by. I'm seeing these dogs howling at the moon. You woke up to rumors. And you moved away from that. There's a child here too. You might have done it for your child. For yourself as well, but also with your child in mind. This is moving for the next generation because it is the 6, and the 6 is the mother. So yeah, it seems like you became aware that giving this energy and fighting for these people to care about you, or even just putting the energy into defending yourself from strangers, was taking you completely off balance and weakening you. It was like the strength and the temperance together is like Empress energy to me. So there was no maintaining that. There was no way to maintain that while doing this, while investing or continually offering yourself up to people who do not want you to be seen well. And like, they're howling at the moon about you. They don't want you to be seen in a good light. Also, with it being over the Queen of Wands and her being like someone who's really gone on a great journey, to me, it seems like this is kind of a shit-talking gathering about how you got where you are. How you got where you are and why you left. And these people were content with having you off-center and unable to really function at your fullest capacity. Because that meant that you would, the Emperor, that meant they can control. Yeah, and breadcrumb you. You know, if you are in this lack mindset right here where you feel like you can't even pour into your own cup and heal yourself and protect yourself, you're going to accept breadcrumbs because you feel unsafe. You feel, well, not even unsafe. You feel like you can't really manifest for yourself in that energy. You need help. You're feeling drained. We got the Wheel of Fortune again. Wait, we had the World before. Why did I call it the Wheel? Well, I still talked about it being a cycle of happening over and over again, and I questioned myself on that. So I guess I said what I was supposed to say, I just said the wrong card. Okay. Page of Wands, reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords. Yeah. You got tired of them stories. You started to see the pattern recognition was coming in. Truth was downloading. And you were like, this is going nowhere but the same place again. And one place I'm not going is there. I'm not going there. The Hierophant in reverse. You weren't even learning anything from this experience anymore. All the truth came out, and all you had you had learned all you needed to learn. Okay, they learned you all they could. And it also seems like these people try to present themselves as teachers in your life. Like they're trying to, like, no, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to make you better. And the entire time it's like, okay, but I'm the high priestess. When you have a problem, aren't I the one who solves it? When you're down, aren't I the one that brings you back up? When you need answers, who do you ask? You started being like, wait, how are you the teacher? But you're teaching everything I taught you. This Uno reverse is weird. And you moved out of there. Queen of Pentacles energy. Straight into your bag. I'm not fighting with nobody. I don't trust nobody. I'm not fighting with anybody. I'm in my bag. Okay? If you ain't talking money, what you talking about? What you talking about? And some of y'all ain't even got the right to talk about money, because I'm still not listening, because I can make my own. Queen of Pentacles. What do you want me to do with that? Okay, I'm just going to look through them, because this is in regards to this Two of Pentacles here. You're investing or realizing disappointed in investments. That's pretty cool. So basically, you realized that, like, what you were investing in, it's like 50-50, because yeah, you invested in these relationships or whatever these endeavors were, but you also invested in yourself at the same time. You're like, well, yeah, the outcome of this sucks, but I still did build this within me or around me or for me. Whatever you built for you, it was still worth it. It was just sad because it wasn't what you wanted. So you moved into a King of Pentacles energy where you just, it's focus on me. Take care of my family. Take care of my responsibilities. Get very serious. Not a time for laughing. You got focused. You got grounded. You got serious. Because what you realized is where you were, there was not going to be happiness there. There was not going to be sunshiny days. That's my mom's email. Plus some things. Don't try to email my mom. It's like you were learning skills for how do I put this? It's like you were creating for this family life, right? But it was not, it's like a dark energy, you know, like there wasn't going to be light and laughter in this. There wasn't going to be, it wasn't what it was advertised. That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't what you thought it was going to be. And what you realized is moving towards just peace. Like, I'm looking at this, Dove, and I'm thinking, if you decided that moving into peace, letting this go to judgment, letting what dies die, and really honoring your inner child, listening to what your inner child wants, and walking away from things that are asking you to betray yourself. Like, you, in these situations, were constantly betraying yourself, leaving yourself with nothing. And you decided it was time to put that love into you and honor your inner child and let what doesn't live through that go. What doesn't live through that go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. What is the collective's feelings at this time? Tell me about right now you're really trying to heal. You're right now you're trying to heal things you've been taught. Rewrite that. There's some things you're not proud of. I'm feeling like how do I explain that? It feels like you're almost blaming yourself for things that have happened to you because you should have known better. And it's causing you some anxiety, some nervous energy. But I just heard the saxophones are getting louder, so you might also be nervous of your environment. You could be in a DV situation or a left DV situation and it has you anxious. Because she's all scarred up, and it is dependency, the habit. You're really trying your best right now to focus on where you're going, how you're going to manifest your new future, what you want, working with your ancestors, connecting with your roots, finding your own magic, exploring yourself, exploring You're exploring your own darkness, your own past, and there's parts of it that are causing you anxiety and you're looking back on and they're a bit cringe, but it's because of who you are now. And I know that you're trying to give yourself grace, but there's still guilt. And with this, these girls in the back, it's like they're scared of something happening again. It looks like they've been traumatized by this girl in the middle and her ideas and what she wants to get out of that magic ball. But we're, what do they call it? But I don't know what they saw in it last time, but I feel like they're afraid that they're going to see something like that again. Star Hope. Yeah, exactly. You're just a little raw right now. You're healing things. You're looking back on things. Part of you is upset with how you've been victimized and how you've been beaten, whether it be emotionally, physically, both, or all, you know, all of the thingies. You and your spirit animals beat up, but you're healing. You're rearranging things right now. It's like, something a therapist told me when I was younger is every time you open a memory, you have the ability to rewrite the way that you feel and think about it. You also have the ability to rewrite the memory itself, in case you wanted that information for like your narcissistic mother or something. But it seems like you're reopening memories and allowing yourself to rewrite them with new information, not rewrite them on their physical, like how they actually happen, but how you feel about them and the reality of the situation now that you have a wider understanding. But you have two angels here and a fairy. Two fairies and two angels. You're definitely healing. But there's a hurt there. And what is it? Mercury is about to move into Cancer? Is it Mercury? Yeah, you're going to be feeling them feels. But it's important to be gentle with yourself. It's important to understand that the version of you that went through that didn't have that information. And not only didn't they have that information, but they were fed information opposite of that to make you feel like it was okay, what was going on. Yep, we've got regret here. Okay, there's some regret here about, okay, you could have had some really good ideas in the past. You could have just been really creative in the past. You also, I'm seeing innocence here, okay? So, oh, it's just feeling like, oh, yes, yeah, shit. It feels like you feel like someone took this innocence and this creative energy and they used it like it's a science project, experimenting with you. And you regret allowing that to happen as if you really had the whole choice. Sure, you had choices, but you didn't have the knowledge to avoid this. You're blue. You are sad. But you know what? After you get through this healing period, there's going to be something that you're going to be able to bring to life. And I remember I was talking, if you were here last video, I was talking about this maternal energy that's behind me ancestrally because of what we can accomplish right now. And it seems like this maternal energy is gathered around you, healing and holding you. And when you come out of this, you're going to come out of it reborn, but with also something to give, something to present. And you have proven that you have the stamina to do this task, to, like, you weren't supposed to be able to do this. You weren't supposed to still believe. You weren't supposed to still be standing. But here you are again in the King of Pentacles energy. You've been loyal to your innocence with these white flowers again. You've been loyal to yourself, to your beliefs, to your innocence, to your work. Queen of Pentacles. You've been loyal to your ambition. You have been giving it away, though. You've been loyal to working through things that have come from the past, like generationally. You've been loyal to this. Capricorn energy, by the way. And Taurus, of course. Earth sign energy. You've been loyal to the path. You've been loyal to putting one foot in front of the other. You've been loyal to believing. To the point that some would call you stubborn and cold and mean. Oh well. A user being mad at you only means that they want to use you, and they're not getting the opportunity to do so. You got Legacy, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There's something that either your family members wanted you to carry out, whether that be new family or old family or both, probably, that you were supposed to carry this, carry it. And you have decided on a new legacy. You've dropped that expectation for yourself. This family expectation. In the way that they intended it. Ten of Swords. You're done with it. You've cut it all off. That is the past. Whatever soul family you walked in with, you're walking out with a new one. End of it all. You're done with that. You're grieving a little bit, sure. You're disappointed in people, sure. You can't believe that some of these plants that you've been watering for so long are actually poisonous. You've been watering them, and they have been stealing from you and poisoning you in one way or another. But now you're out of your feels and you're in your logic. You know, you're holding your feelings over here. We'll tend to that later. We'll tend to that. I'm going to hold my heart right here. But I'm going to use my head now. I've learned things with these apples. Some apples are poisonous, some are not. But we need to eat. It's important to know the difference. And you know the difference. It's just kind of sad. It's like when everybody voted and you were like, wow, I didn't know so many of you were on the dark side. It's the same feeling. Yep. Okay. I don't really have much time left. Actually, I'm going to cut it here. And then I'm going to do another one in a second. Alright. If you like the video, first of all, let me say You're going to be all right, and I'm really proud of you, okay? Learning how evil the world is, not a fun lesson. And I personally have not been enjoying it. But we're in this together, and I'm proud of you because you keep going. If you like this video, please leave a like. Subscribe. I need more subscribers. I need my soul tribe, okay? And comment. I'd love to hear what you think. All right? Love y'all. Bye-bye.